Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, but I haven't really been confident enough to share it.
A lot of you lovelies have been requesting a bedtime routine, and we thought we'd bless your presents with it, or bless you with your presents. So, yeah.
This video is going to be very ASMR. But one thing I'd like to share with you guys is that I really enjoyed making this video.
So here we are, average day. We just come back into the flat. Take a moment to appreciate. Sammy will lock the door because we live in London, and that's just a good thing to do.
We like to take stock of the day, and I like to bring home everything I've been carrying with me that day.
So in this instance, emotional baggage.
Our flat leads straight into the kitchen, and here we like to take stock further and appreciate the day.
I like to light every candle I have. I've got about 450. I've put about 25 on the table here.
So whilst Niki's doing that, I like to put away all the bits I bought that day, such as premium grade quinoa
Or other nuts and pulses that cost too much.
And I also like to take stock here again of my day and what's in the fridge. I've got a lot of emotion attached to food. I like to store things here, such as my massive self-loathing, lack of appreciation for myself.
So I'm a bit simple, so it takes a while. Ow.
If you are wondering why we have all this alcohol in the fridge, it's because we are lowlives, disgusting lowlives.
Once I've had such a busy day, I just need to switch off. And yes, I play games. So a game that I've been playing for the last year, and honestly, I haven't got very far on, is Best Fiends, which is free to download from the App Store. The game itself is easy to play, which for me is a bonus. I won't lie. The game itself is stupidly addictive because it is stupidly easy. All you need to do is link up the same colour item and it will boost your little fiend to attack the slugs, which are taking over the world, by the way, if you didn't realise. The world itself is called Minutia, just in case you wanted to know. And you have to battle the slugs and rescue your fiends as you go along with keys.
Nick is actually useless at games, aren't you?
No. As seen here, I'm past level 30, which we all know is an indicator of skill, finesse, and ability, honed in, I think, by my diet of nuts and victory. Also, you can go on a really cute personal journey with your favourite best fiend, which I like to do every morning and every evening, as you can see me doing here. It makes me feel like I'm growing as a person, and these slugs, they are a metaphor for all of the strife that I have in my life, be that actual real slugs, or when you burn your tongue and you're like taking a sip of coffee or tea and it's a little bit too hot. That's what it reminds me of. So I really enjoy playing this, and it fits so easily into my nighttime routine. Best Fiend is giving away an in-game gift tomorrow, that's Sunday, June 19th, and I mean, who doesn't like free things? Am I right?
You can take the boy out of Essex, but you can't take the Essex out of the boy, isn't that right, Niki? So now I'm back in the kitchen, my haven, and I like to throw together a really healthy meal. So my go-to at the moment is a single cherry tomato, a carrot that's slightly brown and just cut off the top.
Fun fact, Sammy's only been allowed to use knives since moving out.
Anyway, sometimes I like to throw in some random items that add a little extra depth of flavour. Here we have a banana with a skin on, and I'm going to grab some other bits now. Just a little hint of my favourite tipple here, and a bit of that. And we didn't have any quinoa in the house.
So we went for porridge oats.
And if I'm feeling super cheeky, I do use a cashew nut, but not the whole nut, just the nib. There we go. Naughty. And then we nuke it in the microwave.
And then bang, 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 here is the popcorn.
Okay, and then after I've had a very filling meal, I like to head upstairs to my other safe haven.
As a YouTuber, Sammy has absolutely no muscle mass. It's atrophied away because he sits in front of the computer at all times. Anyway, Sammy's nighttime routine.
We need hushed tones as I explain the evening routine to you. So here's me in the bathroom. I take stock of my day again for the 5th time, and I inspect my skin for imperfections. I didn't really have a skincare routine. Okay, that's really creepy, go away.
Sammy splashes his face with water, liberally, as you can see, pulling a weird face because he's got a gross face and he needs to cover it in water.
This is distilled water from the Sahara. The Sahara.
Rather than these sponges and other artificial creations that can litter the planet,
Sammy uses a whole aloe vera plant just to abrase the skin and scrub away all those dead skin cells. And if you're bleeding, that means you've done it well. And then I like to ingest a little and then dry my face. Sammy then brushes each tooth individually using the hair of a unicorn. And then Sammy locks the back door, double checks it 3 times because we do live in London and that's crucial. If I'm in the mood, do attempt to try and burgle myself just to see if it's effective or not. So as we can see, that was effective. And now that everything's ready, it's time for the fun part. And that happens in the bedroom. Netflix. Oh, Sammy watches Netflix until the early hours of the morning and will commit to going to bed probably around 4 a.m. You know what they say, if you can't hear the birds, it's not ready for bed. If you're not out of the race, you can't lose. What?
Thank you for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. We genuinely did. Let us know if your bedtime routines are very similar to this, and we will see you again. So whose bed routine is going to be similar to that? No one's. Mine. Let us know if you liked it. Comment down below what you do every evening, or just, you know, once in a lifetime like that. And also, you can now click here to follow us over on Twitter, because YouTube allows that now. So here's Sammy for you to press on. Or if you have better taste, here's Niki. Maybe not. Anyway, we will see you again next Wednesday. Bye. See ya. We don't want to be here. Now the sun's gone.